Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Hello. How are you today? I hope that you are doing well. Okay, here we are as the second group. We would like to explain about designing classroom language test. So our group is consists of me, Ica Khadiqotur Rokhmah, and my partner.
Me, Errend Marchella.
Okay. And here we would like to explain more about designing classroom language test. Designing classroom language test helps the teacher to choose the appropriate test and focus on the specific purpose of the test. Then, to start the process, we need to have 5 questions below. Yeah, this is the 5 questions that we need to do before we design the classroom language test. The first one is we need to ask about what is the purpose of the test, what is the aim, what is the goal of the test. And the second one is what are the objectives of the test? So when we design the classroom language test, we need to know the objective of the test. For example, like this, when the speaking for informal interaction courses in the asking about the directions, asking about the direction chapter. So the students should be able, in the end of the class, the students should be able to know about how to give the direction, how to explain the direction. So it calls as the objective of the test. And the third one is about how will the test specification reflect both the purpose and the objective of the test. The function is to evaluate or design the test. We must make sure that the objectives are incorporated into a structure that appropriately weighs the various competencies being assessed. And the fourth one is how will the task be selected and spirit item arranged. And the last one is what kind of scoring, grading, and feedback is expected. And this question became the basis approach design language test. Then, before designing the language test, we need to complete 3 aspects minimally. The first one is test types. The second one is practical step to test construction. And the last one is scoring, grading, and feedback. Okay, let's start with test types. In the screen, test type is divided by 5 components, but actually we break down it into 2 parts. The first one is the test that may not have the opportunity to create. It consists of the first and the second number. And then for the last one, the test almost need to create. It consists of the third, fourth, and the fifth test. Okay, let me explain about the test may not have opportunity to create. It consists of the first one is language aptitude test. Language aptitude test is designed to measure the capacity or general ability to learn a foreign language. And then the second one is language proficiency test. Language proficiency test is not limited to any courses, curriculum, or single skill in a language. Rather, it's all about the ability. Okay, for the next is the test almost need to create. It consists of 3 tests. The first one is placement test. It's usually to place the students into a particular level or a section of a language curriculum or of a school. We can take the example in PKPBA. In PKPBA, we divide into 2 kind of classes. The first one is for intensive. It's called as Fasal Jami'ah. And the second one is the regular classes, which held in every faculty. So what the function? The function is to make the lesson to make the learning activities will be easy because the students will put in the same ability. And the third one is diagnostic test. This test is designed to diagnose the specific aspect of a language. And then the last one is achievement test. Achievement test is related directly to the classroom, lessons, units, or even a total curriculum. Okay, well, everyone, let's move to the practical step to test. Somebody wonder that the test must be innovative, instrumental, and admiration. However, a good test construction minimally consists of four aspects here. The first one is assessing clear and unambiguous objective. The second one is drawing up the test specification, and then devising test tasks, and the last one is defining multiple choices test items. Okay, let me explain about the first one. Assessing clear and ambiguous objective. The teacher needs to know what is going to test, so the teacher can determine the appropriate time to do the test. So the way examine the objectives will be easy. The second one is about drawing test specification. It can be as simple and having practical outline of the test. Then talking about it, the specification will simply comprise about three aspects. The first one is outline of the test. The second one is skills to be included. The last one is item types task. Okay, let me move to the third one. It's about defining test tasks. Defining test tasks, for example, you may design the class. You may define the test like the first one, you begin and start with warming up. It can be the question or the command. And the second one is about the level check question. And the third one is about prep. And the last one is about wind down. So wind down here, it can be the command or reassurance. And the last one is designing multiple choice test item. Typically, multiple choices is kind of easy to construct, but difficult to design correctly. Two principles that must be setting down are critically and reliability. Okay, that's all from me. For the next will be explained more by Errend.
Okay, thank you, Ica. Now we move to scoring. Scoring in language assessment refers to the process of assigning values or grades to student response or performance. It should be based on clear and objective criteria and consider factors like quality of response and pre-established criteria. The goal is to provide reliable and accurate information about student language proficiency, so teacher can give meaningful feedback and make informed assessment decision. Before that, let me explain in bahasa. Jadi, scoring itu adalah suatu kegiatan di mana guru memberikan nilai dari performa siswa atau respon dari siswa. Dan di scoring ini kita harus berdasarkan suatu jawaban yang clear dan objektif, yang jelas, dan juga dari faktor-faktor lainnya. Oke, next. Oke, this is example scoring. Di sini ada contoh dari scoring. Nah, yang pertama ini ada 40% dari oral interview, 20% dari listening, 20% dari reading, dan 20% dari writing. Nah, dari setiap presentasi ini, di dalamnya terdapat beberapa komponen, seperti contohnya 40% di oral interview. Nah, apa saja komponen yang mencangkup di oral interview? Misal dari kelancaran atau grammarnya seperti itu. Dan juga misal listening, apa saja yang mencangkup. Tapi ini hanya contoh. Beberapa dosen, guru itu bisa menggunakan presentasi scoring berbeda-beda seperti itu, tergantung dari gurunya masing-masing seperti itu. Next. Okay, grading. Grading is the process of giving grades from scores to students based on the result of the assessment that has been carried out. Nah, dari sepengetahuan saya, grading ini adalah memberikan grade, semacam huruf seperti A, B, C, atau mungkin bisa dengan sangat bagus, bagus, kurang bagus, seperti itu. Jadi yang pertama itu kita memberikan scoring. Scoring itu nilai, dan grading ini adalah grade seperti ABC-nya atau sangat bagus, cukup bagus, seperti itu. Jadi yang pertama scoring, baru grading, seperti itu. Next. Oke, di sini ada guidelines for selecting grading criteria. Nah, yang pertama adalah consistent with an institutional philosophy. Jadi setiap institusi itu memiliki filosofi yang berbeda. Mungkin di sekolah A memiliki filosofi yang grade-nya lebih tinggi di sopan santun. Nah, sekolah B memiliki grade yang tinggi di keaktifan siswa. Nah, jadi di situ mereka memiliki filosofi tentang grading itu masing-masing seperti itu. Jadi kita lihat dulu, maksudnya culture di situ gradingnya yang tinggi yang mana itu. Dan yang kedua adalah final grade need to be explicitly stated in writing. Jadi grade itu wajib ditulis. Nanti itu hasilnya seperti rapot gitu. Jadi nantinya wali santri, wali murid maupun murid tahu gitu nilainya. Oh, ternyata nilainya segini, grade-nya segini, seperti itu. Yang kedua adalah subjektif, yang ketiga, dan yang keempat, yang terakhir adalah consider allocating relatively small weight. Jadi, untuk presentasi nilai yang kecil, yang semisal tadi contoh, writing 20, itu juga harus dipikirkan, walaupun itu hanya 20%, itu harus dipikirkan. Mungkin ada guru yang hanya memberi presentasi dari suatu nilai itu 5% untuk kuis seperti itu. Nah, walaupun hanya 5%, itu juga harus dipikirkan lagi secara matang, dikaji lagi, seperti itu. Next. Okay, next is giving feedback. A section on scoring and grading would not be complete without some consideration of the form in which you will offer feedback to your student. Feedback that you want to become beneficial was back. Jadi, setelah kita memberikan scoring dan grading, itu tidak akan komplit tanpa adanya feedback. Nah, feedback yang dimaksud ini adalah kita memberikan masukan-masukan kepada murid kita. Seperti mungkin murid kita memiliki nilai yang kurang bagus. Nah, kita memberikan masukan, kita beritahu ini salahnya seperti ini, salahnya di sini. Bagaimana kita membantu dia untuk memperbaiki hal itu. Next. Dan di sini ada principle of giving feedback. Oke, yang pertama ada clear and specific. Nah, jadi saat memberikan feedback, kita itu harus clear and specific. Maksudnya tuh jelas gitu feedback kita yang diberikan dan spesifik. Dan yang kedua adalah positif. Jadi kita memberikan feedback ke murid kita juga harus dengan kata-kata yang positif, bukan kata-kata yang negatif yang bisa membuat anak-anak itu semakin putus asa seperti itu. Dan yang ketiga, focus on objective. Jadi kita memberikan feedback juga harus fokus nih di tujuannya. Misal tujuan pembelajaran kita mengetahui tentang pernafasan makhluk hidup gitu. Jadi kita harus fokus di situ, harus memfokuskan bagaimana anak-anak ini bisa tahu misal ada jawaban yang salah gitu. Nah, kita memberikan feedback agar anak-anak ini tahu, oh ternyata salahnya di sini dan itu masih dalam lingkup pembahasan pernafasan seperti itu. Dan yang terakhir adalah continue. Jadi terus-menerus kita memberikan, maksudnya berlanjut memberikan feedback gitu. Tidak tiba-tiba memberi feedback terus minggu depannya enggak. Tapi kita harus terus memberikan feedback kepada anak-anak kita. Next. Okay, that's all for me, guys.
Okay, thank you, Aaron, for the Okay, hello. Okay, thank you, Aaron, for the greatest explanation. So, for anyone who have some question, you can drop the question on the uh, discussion forum that have provided on e-learning. So, thank you very much for being your nice attention. See you in the next week in our class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.